Hello everyone, and welcome to a seated adaptive yoga practice. My name is Bobbie, for those of you who haven't met me yet and might be joining us for the first time today. So I'm teaching from my home in Half Moon Bay on the Sunshine Coast, and I live here with my little bunny rabbit. His name is Evie, and my husband. So at some point you may well see Evie hopping around doing his beautiful thing. So I'd like to start with an appreciation to Derek, my host, and the Disability Foundation and ConnecTra for creating this opportunity for us to spend some time together. So I hope you enjoy the class. If you have questions or feedback, an invitation to hold on to your questions. I'd love to hear from you, maybe at the end of the class if you'd like. If there's still a question, we'll address that. And yeah, so that'll help me to keep the class, a flow with the class. And also visually, I'll be able to see a little better. And so that said, I'm going to hop into my chair behind me and we'll get started. So an invitation to begin our yoga practice by finding a comfortable seated position. It is challenging for our nervous system to calm down if we are uncomfortable in our bodies. And then if it's easy for you, take your hands into prayer pose. And then an invitation to take a moment to set a simple intention for your yoga practice. Set your intention with one word, and we'll revisit your intention at the end of the class. So lift your heart to your hands, bowing your head to your heart. And maybe taking a moment to allow yourself to consciously enter into the present. Release your arms down by your side. Turn your palms face up. And wiggly fidgets. So shake your hands vigorously. If anything I share with you today does not feel comfortable, if it doesn't feel right, come out of the pose or the movement and come back to your breathing. When we're focused on our breath, we are practicing yoga. Let's ground through our feet, center and ground through the soles of your feet. We want to keep our connection with Mother Nature. We tend to start losing that. Root down through your sits bones. Those little bony protrusions in each butt cheek. Root down through your sits bones. Maybe noticing where your bum and your thighs are in contact with your seat. Energy moving in two directions. Lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through the crown, through to the crown of your head. You might imagine that you have a thread on top of your head and it's pulling you way up to the sky. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And from here, we'll transition into mindful movement. So not mindful, mindful. So linking our breath with our movements. Reach your arm up to the sky. Only reaching up as high as feels comfortable for you. Slowly float your arm down. Gentle movement, reaching up to the sky. This time, maybe turning your gaze softly up. If it doesn't create tension in your neck, slowly release your arm down. If you are blessed with a yoga buddy today who would like to help guide your movements, so not doing the movement for you, not doing the work, but guiding, feel free to invite them along. So reaching up to the sky, full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down the full length of your exhale. Release both arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees. We will begin the movement on the other side. As you're ready, reach your other arm up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. So it's not about forcing one arm to do what the other is doing. We just want them talking to each other. On inhale, reaching up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Let's add a gentle breath to the movement. On inhale, reaching your arm up, full length of your inhale. On exhale, release your arm down the full length of your exhale. It's as if on our inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Release both arms down by your side. As you're ready this time, let's reach both arms up to the sky. Take a look between your palms. If it doesn't create tension in your neck, then return your gaze on the horizon. Hold your fingers in, press into the palms of your hands. There is a sensitive point there. Together, we can shout out, I am. I can. And I will. With a sigh of relief, release your arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm face up or palms face down, as desired. Take a moment to notice which feels better for you. Resting your palms face up, or does it feel better to rest your palms face down? If you are feeling tired, explore resting your palms face up, open to receive. If you are feeling restless, scattered, palms face down can encourage a grounding sensation. I'm going to rest my palms down at the moment. Let's repose. Spine is long, front body is soft. Press down through one foot and then down through the other. It might be an energetic pushing down through one foot and then the other. Maybe noticing, can you feel one foot more? Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few more times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. From here, we'll transition into a lovely warm-up, a gentle warm-up for our neck and our shoulders. Let's begin with simple neck rolls. Our Buddha belly is soft, breath is quiet. See if you can resist the temptation to move your head to its full range of motion. As you're ready, move your head in the other direction. Move your head up and down as if nodding yes. On inhale, looking up, drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, look up, drop your chin towards your chest. Breathing in, look up, and drop your chin towards your heart. Let's meet back at center. As you're ready, turn a soft gaze, looking over your shoulder. Pause, and then imagine or visualize that you are moving your chin up and down slightly. Your Buddha belly is soft, breath quiet. Move your head back through center, looking across to your other shoulder. Imagine that you are moving your chin up and down slightly. Let's meet back at center. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side. Pressing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. Not forcing the movement, but allowing it to happen. On exhale, release your arm down by your side. Head comes back center. Palm face up at the heart. Release your hand down. Drop your ear, same side, 3 more times. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. So this might be your pose today. Maybe adding a gentle movement if you'd like. Release your arm down by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. Avoid collapsing forward. Float your arm back down by your side. Okay, come center, palm face up at the heart center. Release your hand. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand, pressing through your palm. Reach your arm up to your place. Slowly come out of the movement on this side, the pose. So 2 more times in your own time and rhythm if you'd like. And of course, I'm here for you if you need a visual. So drop your ear towards your shoulder, release your opposite arm down by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. Oh, sorry, I was going to let you do it without my cues. So begin again, Finnegan. So this last time. Finish up the movement that you're on. Release your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs and release. Take a moment and we'll begin on the other side. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your arm down by your side. Pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. On inhale, meet back at center. Palm face up. On exhale, drop your ear towards your shoulder, pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. Slowly, let's meet back at center. Drop your ear towards your shoulder, release your opposite arm, or your opposite arm down by your side, reaching up to the sky. Slowly come out of the pose. So one more time in your own time and rhythm. Away you go. Finish up the movement that you're on. Rest your hands on your lap. Take a moment to notice how's your breath. Notice any subtle sensations. Trust that the sensations are there. It's not going to be a rocket ship across the sky. Just before I move on, I'd like to come in closer to the iPad and see if I can possibly switch from the view that I have to a gallery view. So I'll just move in. Let's see what happens. Oh, there you all are. So lovely to see you all. So wiggly fidgets. Shake your hands vigorously. All right. So at this time, if it's accessible to you, walk your hips forward in the chair. Come forward about 2/3 of the way. If you are needing or wanting the back of the chair for support today, honor that. So no right or wrong, it's what feels most comfortable for you as an individual. And so let's repose. Make sure your feet are placed evenly on the floor or on your footrest. Sits bones are sharp on the chair. So in a way, our sits bones, when we're seated, become the feet of our pose. Maybe shift your weight from side to side. Pull the buttock flesh away from your sits bones. Or do a little bum dance. Lengthen. So front body is soft. We lengthen our spine. Roll your shoulders up, back and down, just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. So if you'd like, you could explore placing 2 fingers on your chin. Imagine a turtle. And they tuck their head in. And then from here, let's bring our hands together in prayer pose at the heart center, if that's comfortable for you, or it might be that it feels better for you to have your hands on your Buddha belly. And so we'll transition into a practice called sun breath, meditation on the heart, or heart opener, meditation on the sun. On inhale, extend your arms up and away. So warming up our neck and shoulders. Bring your hands back together at your heart center, at your Buddha belly. So on inhale, reaching up and away. So your arms might be up a little higher than mine, maybe lower. Spread your fingers wide and then making soft fists. Bring your hands back to your heart center. So today I'm going to choose to place my hands at my heart center when I draw them in. Inhale, reaching up and out, extend beyond your wrist to your fingertips. Bring your hands back together. Tuck your chin in slightly, a little bit of nerve flossing for our neck. On inhale, up and away. And this time, let's explore adding a humming breath. So bumblebee breath is an ancient yogic practice. Inhale. So one more time together if you'd like. If you'd like to listen, that's awesome too. Maybe notice that as we hum, our exhale becomes longer. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the area between your navel and your pubic bone. Rest your left hand on your heart center where you feel comfortable. So I have a microphone here somewhere. So I don't want to make any undue noises. And take a moment to maybe feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Remember your sankalpa, your intention for your practice. And release your arms by your side again. And a little wiggly fidget. And so, yeah, let's actually do some movements for our hands. So hands connected not only to our heart, but also to our mind. So gentle reminder not to take my word, investigate, notice how you feel. So let's practice together waving to our ancestors. And so make sure you're seated comfortably. So if you have to lift your butt up, sit back down, a little thumb dance, whatever that is for you. And so bring your hands in front of you. And then let's begin waving. So actually, let's imagine that we're waving to everyone that we're connected with out there. First of all, virtual world, yoga land. To each other, and then reaching up, waving to our ancestors. Hinging from the hips, rock forward a little, maybe look at your feet. Waving. One more time, reaching up to the sky. So waving to our ancestors. Good morning, Kim. Brother Jerry. So I had a woman in my class, and I often share this. She'd been coming for a few years. She lived to be about 102 or 3. And we were doing this practice one day. And she said, I feel like my ancestors are waving back. And so just like you're shaking water off your hands, let your hands float down by your side. Rest your hands on your lap. And notice how you feel. It is not about what we look like in our yoga practice. The diagnostic tool is, how do I feel? No judgment. Yoga meets us exactly where we are. And so moving on, an invitation to begin to bend your spine. So move from side to side. So the movements of the spine. So of course we know that our spine matters. Maybe exploring, closing your eyes softly. That can be interesting as we practice these movements. Slowly come on back to a neutral spine. Foot and belly is soft, breath is quiet. And then when you're ready, drawing your hands in towards your hip creases, we'll begin a rocking movement forward and back. And so if this is coming forward, can be contraindicated for people with arthritis, osteoarthritis, and so on. So you know who you are. So if you happen to have that condition, I'd like to invite you today to visualize the movement. Maybe just coming forward 20%, but trust what you know, your body's wisdom and so on. So hinging from the hips, rock forward a little. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then as you're ready, rock back up. An invitation to keep this gentle movement flowing in your own time and rhythm for a few more breaths, or as long as feels comfortable. Let's meet back at center. Release your arms down by your side, rest your hands on your thighs. And take a moment to notice, how's your breath? Notice any subtle sensations. We have begun the process of tuning into our bodies and connecting with our breath. The bridge between our body and our mind is our breath. And so let's continue with some movements for our neck and so on. However, before we jump in, I'd like to invite you, I know that you're all taking care. However, I'd like to ask you to, if you ever feel dizziness, nausea, pain in your yoga practice, and particularly with the dizziness, if you happen to notice it when we're doing the neck movements, that could be an indication that there might be something going on that you want to get checked out. And so that said, if you need to leave the class for any reason to take care of yourself, I encourage you to do so. And you're welcome to re-enter or not if you'd like. And so moving on, let's repose. So ground through your feet, center and ground through the soles of your feet. Sits bones are sharp on the chair. Lengthen from the tip of your tailbone up through to the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And from here, we will continue with a mindful movement. So on an inhale, reach your arm up in line with your shoulder, if that feels okay for you. Maybe noticing how it feels. So move towards your 100% and then back off a little. Notice how that feels. Turn your palm face up with a soft bend in your elbow, nothing rigid. Extend your arm away from you. Let's meet back at center. Palm face down, release. On inhale, reach your arm up to your place. Spiral your palm open. Extend your arm away from you. On inhale, we'll meet back at center. Palm face down, release. So this time I'd like to add another piece. And so if you'd like, as we turn, or as we bring our arm out to the side, if you'd like, if it doesn't create tension in your neck, maybe explore turning your gaze in the same direction as your arm. Gazing over your middle finger. So here we go. On inhale, reach your arm up, spiral your palm open, gazing past your middle finger, looking straight ahead, extend your arm away from you. Let's meet back at center. Palm face down, release. Hello, EB. On inhale, float your arm up, spiral your palm open, extend your arm away from you. So moving with grace and ease. On inhale, meet back at center, palm face down, release. Let's explore adding one more piece to the movements if you'd like. And this time, it is adding a sound. So the sound is shh, or maybe. So bring your hand in front of your mouth if you'd like, and then exhale through your mouth. So maybe that sounds a bit like the ocean. I guess Darth Vader, if you're Trekkie fans, I don't know. So let's continue again. So feet are on the earth, its bones are sharp on the chair. We're sitting up tall, shoulders back and down. Reach your arm up, spiral your palm open, turn your palm face up. Gazing past your middle finger, add a sound if you'd like. Shh. On inhale, come on back center. Evie's whiskers were tickling my feet, and release. So other side, reaching up, turn your palm face up, extending beyond, or bring your arm out to the side, gaze beyond your finger, making a sound. Shh. Inhale, meet back at center, palm face down, release. So I'm told making the shh sound can help with spasms. I happen to know that sound can have a wonderful calming effect on our nervous system. So whether it's humming, shh, or so here we go, one last time. Reach your arm up, turn your palm face up, soft bend in your elbow, nothing rigid, gaze and pass your middle finger, extend your arm away from you. Shh. Let's meet back at center. Palm face down, release. One last time, other side, reaching up. Turn your palm face up, moving with grace and ease. Let's meet back at center. Palm face down, release. Relax your arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. Notice how's your breath. Our old friend, our breath. Notice any subtle sensations. And so moving on, just kind of wiggly fidgets. And so let's come into a practice called not sun breath, however, sun salutation. And so sun salutation seated. In this case, most of us are in chairs. So sun salutation seated, adapted, wonderful practice for us in the chair. And so again, you walk your butt forward in the chair a little bit, or your hips, and then walk back. Feet are on the earth, or evenly placed on your foot plates, your footrest. Shoulders back and down, up, back and down just a few times. And then when you're ready, bring your hands together, if it's easy for you in prayer, and release your arms down by your side. Turn your palms face up, soft bend in your elbows, reach your arms up into mountain pose. So it might be that it feels comfortable for you to have your arms up around your ears. Maybe it feels better to have your arms in goalposts. Fold your fingers in, press into the palms of your hands, or maybe bring your hands to the back of your head. And then slowly release your arms down by your side. Bring your hands together at the heart center. Release your arms by your side, turn your palms face up. So spiral your palms open on inhale. So maybe noticing that as we inhale, things expand. Arms are by your ears, or maybe elbows bent. Bring your hands together at the back of your head. Or this time, maybe reaching up a little higher. Stand beyond your wrists or fingertips. And slowly release. Hands come together at the heart. Or maybe it's at the Buddha belly. Release your arms by your side, palms face up, reach up into mountain pose. This time, maybe bringing our hands together in prayer down through to the heart. Arms by your sides, spiral your palms open on inhale, reach up into mountain. Take a look between your palms if it doesn't create tension in your neck, and then return your gaze on the horizon. Maybe bringing our hands together down through to the heart. So tuck your chin in slightly. This creates a little nerve flossing for your neck. Release your arms by your side. Spiral your palms open. Inhale, reaching up into mountain pose. So maybe our hands come together in prayer down through the left arm. Hinging from the hips, rock forward a little. Take hold of the undersides of your chair. Place one hand on each near thigh, coming into a forward fold. Gentle reminder that if forward bends are contraindicated, you know who you are. Visualize the movement. So imagination is powerful. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. Maybe walking your feet forward a little bit if that creates more stability for you. Press down through your inner heels to come out of the pose. One hand on each near thigh. Come on back up to a neutral spine. Hands come together in prayer, maybe at your Buddha belly. Release your arms by your side. On inhale, reach up into mountain pose. Maybe our hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. Gently twist to the side. Let's meet back at center. Gently twist to the other side. Come back center. Release your arms by your sides. Turn your palms face up. Extend beyond your wrists, your fingertips. Mountain pose. Hands come together in prayer. Down through to the heart. This time, two options. So one would be to float your hands down over your knee. Or it might be that you feel okay interlacing your fingers behind your knee, your thigh, and hugging your knee in towards your chest and belly. So it's okay to lean back in your chair. Release. So give ourselves permission to have a beginner mind. I am a student first, thankfully. Hands come together in prayer, or maybe at the Buddha belly. Release your arms by your side. Turn your palms face up. Reach up into mountain pose. Hands come together down through to the heart. So float your hands down over your other knee, or maybe hugging your knee in towards your chest and belly. And release. Arms by your side. Bring your hands together at the heart if that's easy for you to do. Release your arms by your side. Turn your palms face up. Softening your elbows. Nothing rigid. Maybe our hands come together down through to the heart. And so place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on the center of your chest. And take a moment to rest. So let's come down off the mountain in preparation for another breathing exercise we have time for. So called lion's breath. From there, we'll transition into a short guided meditation and then your final relaxation. So find a comfortable seated position. And so it might be that it feels lovely to have something like a yoga mat placed along your spine. So I happen to have mine nearby. Might be that a bolster feels lovely behind your back. I know that some of you have super duper chairs that are set up lovely for you, and so you're already seated comfortably. maybe a little bit of weight in the form of a blanket, a pillow would feel lovely on your lap. I know that this does not work for everyone. And so a little bit of weight can encourage a grounding sensation. It can also help with fatigue. However, if you have nerve pain, might not be so good. And then lastly, block between your thighs, maybe tied with a yoga strap, a housecoat tie or something. And then a new piece that I'd like to introduce are eye pillows. So essentially, I'm not sure what are in these eye pillows. I know that it's natural. And so it can feel lovely if you, whatever condition it might be. I happen to have a tremor that is associated with aging, so it's not life-threatening, but I like to have a little bit of weight in my hands sometimes. And so it can also encourage a soft palm and allowing our fingers to rest wherever they'd like. And so you can have palms face up or palms face down. And so shoulders up, back and down just a few times. So not scrunching our shoulder blades together, but allowing our shoulder blades, our shoulders to soften away from our ears. And so the breathing exercise I'd like to share with you is called 1-to-1 ratio. Simply put, so simple breathing exercise, however profound, not easy. So 1-to-1 breath is when we make our inhales so that they're the same length as our exhales, approximately. I will cue you with a count of 3 on inhale and count of 3 on exhale. If for some reason my count creates any anxiety for you, choose your own count. So it might be a little more or less, maybe not counting at all. If you get anxious, come back to your natural breath. And so chin lock can help with our breathing. So tuck your chin in slightly. Soften your gaze. So it might be that you look on the floor 3 or 4 feet in front of you. That can be calming for our nervous system. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, take an inhale in through your nose. On exhale, maybe making a sound. And we'll begin. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. 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 Allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Your natural rhythm. Maybe observing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And notice if you felt a subtle shift in your energy. So come into whatever comfortable seated position you'd like for your final relaxation. So get what you need to feel comfortable. So my feet are cold, and so I'm going to throw the blanket over my feet. I'm also going to introduce a meditation by Pema Chodron, who happens to be a Buddhist monk. And I'll just go get my little book. So sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright. And so, yes, sorry, we'll transition into your final relaxation after the meditation. And so, practicing peace, Pema Chodron. Place your hands in whatever hand gesture feels comfortable for you. Draw your hands in towards your hip creases. And so an invitation, if you'd like to think of when you place your hands in your hand gesture as a symbol of connecting with your higher self or your higher power. Look down and into your heart. See what you can see. Imagine that you are breathing into your heart. So, I don't have my glasses. Or maybe I do. Yes, I do. Okay, here we go. If we want there to be peace in the world, we have to be brave enough to soften what is rigid in our hearts, to find the soft spot and stay with it. We have to have that kind of courage and take that kind of responsibility. That's the practice of peace. I'll read it one more time. If we want there to be peace in the world, we have to be brave enough to soften what is rigid in our hearts, to find the soft spot and stay with it. We have to have that kind of courage and take that kind of responsibility. That's the true practice of peace. And so we'll sit together and breathe for a few moments. Just breathe. I'd like to add a little sway to your breath. That can be calming for our nervous system. And breathing. We'll come into whatever comfortable position you'd like for serenity pose. And so serenity pose is meant to be a deep, conscious relaxation. We are not meant to fall asleep in it. And so roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Rest your hands on your lap. Close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. If you're wearing glasses, it might feel good to remove your glasses. And soft Buddha belly, the area between our navel and our pubic bone. The soft palms, quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pose, serenity pose. Relax your jaw, unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften the area around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Wide forehead. Silently, if you'd like, on inhale, saying let, on exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. If it is challenging to quiet the mind, placing our hands on our Buddha belly and bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. Without changing anything, bring your awareness back to your breath. Thank your body. Thank your body again. A quote by Matthew Sanford even has t-shirts with it on now. And so our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet, waking up. Rub the tips of your fingers with your thumbs and come on up seated comfortably to finish up your yoga practice. Thank you. Bring the intention that you set at the beginning of your class back to mind, and then let it go. So the teacher me honors and appreciates the teacher in each of you. Have a lovely day. Questions or feedback, always love to hear from you. We've got a minute or two. And so otherwise, I'll see you next time.